Alrighty, hello everyone. What is up? Long time no see. Oh, hang on, I just realized I forgot something. I forgot something very important. Give me 1 second. I love this song so much. Okay, I'm looking for this. Sorry, it's going to be a bit of a adjustment going from Spatty setup to normal stream setup. Any Final Fantasy VIIs in chat? Yes, me. Also, hello everybody. Hello Abel, your mother. Hello Gorg. Thank you for the good hosting. I thought that went relatively well, all things considered. It certainly could have, I mean, you know, could have gone worse, it could have gone better. I did have that one flub, but, you know, whatever. It's live events for you. It happens. Let's see here. I think we're getting ready again. Oh, by the way, there's an ad coming in that I can't... Oh, wait, can I? No, it won't let me snooze it. Okay, well, there's an ad coming in about 20 seconds. Sorry about that. We'll get things actually started here once that has ended. Hello Bacon Hunter, hello Caesar, hello Lemming, monkey, all around. Some hot Final Fantasy VII news dropped earlier. What's the news? Oh, Tifa in Street Fighter 6. Oh, they're making a Final Fantasy VIII? What? Saying it so, that can't... A Final Fantasy VIII, could you imagine? Tifa in Street Fighter 6 sounds pretty cool. I don't have Street Fighter 6, but I've heard it's good. So, I mean, that legit might push me over the edge to buy it on sale or something. Because, I mean, if I could play Street Fighter 6 as you know, Tifa, as a Final Fantasy VII character, that sounds pretty neat. Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 is coming next year. Excellent. I have not finished Part 2. I loved Part 1, and I own Part 2. And I've played very little of it. I need to catch back up. Get Street Fighter 6 and we will fight. I'm sure we can make that happen. I'm sure we can find a way to do that. Once all of these streams stop, I'm putting up Final Fantasy VII Part 2. I mean, you know, Por qué no los dos? Okay, I think I'm all set up. There's likely going to be some adjusting that needs to happen because, again, kind of transitioning setups here. So let's see how this goes. We'll start on this nice Psychonauts. Oh, okay, interesting. So, I still got my green screen behind me. Oh, actually, it's... Yeah. So, I do plan on... I invested in this whole green screen and lighting setup. Sorry, I just realized... Oh, that's not... We can do this. Let's do this. Boom. We have tunes for a little bit longer. Yeah, so I got this whole green screen set up with, like, new lighting and everything for the Spatties. And, I mean, I'm obviously going to try to take advantage of it and use it for other things as well, you know, for the stream. But we're going to have to... It's going to be an adjustment. We're going to have to work on that. Lighting, I mean, seems okay. I might be a little bit bright. I am in the void, yes. I mean, the thing is, you know, if I could be, oh, well, that won't work. I gotta move this up to here, I guess, that'll work. Yeah, I could be anywhere. I could be in the game. As long as I, you know, set up the green screen correctly. So there's gonna be a bit of a process of me learning the best setup for this. But yeah, it's a fun new little toy to stream with. I think this needs to be a little bit closer. Yeah, so sorry. Just bear with me while I while I work through all this. Oh, thank you for the resub, Abel. By the way, thank you very much. 13 months. Holy moly! Thank you, thank you. You want to hear about the lighting part of the setup? Sure. Yeah, I'll yeah, happy to answer any questions you might have. Okay, let's get the game fired up. Alright, let's turn this off because it's about to get all kinds of music-y up in here. Here, actually, I want to play with this. Oops. Let's set you down over there. I want to play with this lighting a little bit. See what I want to do for streaming wise. Because it feels like maybe that's a little bit bright. I don't know. If I bump it down, well, that's entirely too dark. In fact, that is off. Why is it turned off? There we go. Okay, that's too low. I feel like this is... You can kind of see the green screen coming in a little bit down here. So that's maybe not ideal. But that'll work. Yeah, I have a green screen. I posted a picture in my Discord server. Why is the game not showing up? I posted a picture of the Discord server of like it was last night of my setup, like as I was like getting everything ready and kind of, you know, preparing all the lighting and green screen and everything. And it's like, this is just to show you that I'm, you know, not taking this way too seriously at all or anything like, or something like that. Yeah, pretty substantial changes. So this top hat, really? Top hat is not showing very well against the void. Excuse me. Okay, Outer Wilds. So the spatties are out of the way, which is good. I mean, it was fun, but ooh, little hats. Let's do little hats real quick. So, you know, I've been, as some of you know, been heads down pretty much in spatties work for the last few days. So now it's time to go back to regular speedrunning work. I gotta get ready for the Speedy Adventures Minithon, because I do think I'm going to be running Outer Wilds for that, and I have a lot of work to do before Outer Wilds is ready. Do I not have the wheel? Oh, here it is. It's just not on top of the game. There we go. All right, wheel time. What do we get? What do we get? What you got for me, wheel? I mean, good night for it. It's a good night to get the all-natural selection. I think it was Badger said something about, like, oh my god, he brushed his hair. I didn't know he could do that. Not only did I brush my hair for the spatties, I even cut it. I cut it today, specifically for the event. Yeah, not a bad night, exactly. Like I just cut it, and it looks kind of okay. So now is a good time for that one. Thank you for the redemption. Okay. You know what I don't think I ever did? I don't believe that I launched the bots. Let me take care of that. Oh yes, the King of the Castle challenge. How close are we on that? Is there an easy way for me to check? I feel like there is. Hmm. 83% of the way there with 12 days left. Okay, we're getting close. We're getting close. There's the Murray. I guess I can remove the Spatties command from Murray now. Went to Samuel Stokes' music and distracted him with loot talk. Nice. Yeah, I saw that Sam was on. I'm a Samuel Stokes fan, but I obviously had I had a thing that I had to do, so I couldn't tune in. Okay, here we go. Outer Wilds. Well, not quite yet. Sorry, one more little side quest for now. Just trying to make sure I have all of my resources open here. Let's see, we need that. I think he's planning on raiding you when he gets around to it again. Nice. I always accept and appreciate the Samuel Stokes raid. Do you or anyone here have a guide for speedrunning episode 2 of Strawman's Cool Game for Attractive People? Boy, do I! Yes. Yes, I do, as a matter of fact. I do have a guide for that. I wrote it back in the day for the first Bonathon. I speedran the entire series, front to back, all 5 episodes. And so, yeah, I had to prepare some extensive notes for that. I will give you a bit of warning, Bacon Hunter. If you're planning on doing this for the Speedy Adventures Minithon, there has already been a full series Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People run submitted. So if that's your intent, that may not be the best game to choose. However, I do have the resources available if you want to learn it just for fun. So that's totally fine. But I'll send that over to you after the stream. Or I guess I can do it right now. Why not? Let me find it. This is like one of the first speedrun notes that I made. This is kind of like how I defined this technique of writing these notes. Gorg actually helped me with them quite a bit. We kind of tackled them together because there was just so much to do. Okay, let me get this link. Send this to Bacon Hunter, the hunter of bacons. There you go. And that should give you access to it there, Bacon Hunter. Let me know if you have any questions or whatever. Happy to help, as always. Okay. Could just erode the Brandon only accept Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People runs. Hey, you know, I am all in on a Strong Bad only speedrunning marathon. Like a Strong Bad / Homestar Runner themed speedrun-thon. I am there. Ask me to send a request. Oh, yeah, I can get that for you. I think I actually just got that notification. Share. Okay, you should have access now. Okay, so I've got... Oh, that's right. That's what I was doing. We were doing display capture before. Yeah, okay. Now I remember. Now I remember how this works. Because we've got this beast to contend with. this monstrosity over here. Close that. We'll want to open this up. Not that one. Oh yeah, okay. I was just reminded, by the way, if anyone's curious about the little oopsie that I had on in the spatties today. Well, actually, I wanted to try something else with the lighting too. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place right now. Just real quick, I want to test this. Okay, yeah, that's not the greatest. What do we think lighting wise? I'm thinking, so this is option 1, 2, 3. I'm kind of feeling option 3. How does everyone else feel about that? Depending on how much I can glean from the tech stuff, I do think it would be neat to have a little one-off speedrun nights on the channel. Yeah, that'd be cool. Kind of do like a GDQ hotfix kind of situation where we just have like a short kind of just event with a few speedruns. That could be very fun. I would I'd be happy to help with that in any way that I can. Was thinking of running Strong Bad School Game for attractive people would kind of go with the speedrunning trend of Homestar Runner games. Yeah, it's a fun run too, and I think that there's probably some tech that is yet to be found because there haven't been that many people running it. So if you want to take a crack at it, by all means, just be aware that if you're going to submit it to the Thon, there's already a Strong Bad School Game for attractive people run that has been submitted. Need to make a photo of take a photo of my background before green screen and put it under now. That would be funny. That would be funny if I just like grabbed like a picture from my stream of my former camera, because like obviously, so I've got my normal camera is right here, and that's why you see the kind of angled version of me normally. But with the green screen, I wanted more of a front facing head on camera. So we're rolling with this now. But I think it could be funny if I took a picture of my old setup and then just threw it on to the green screen behind me. And so like I'd be facing this way in a scene that was taken from this angle. I think there's some potential there. You said the hat's off today. Excellent. I'm looking forward to the hats. Let's see. There we go. 3 is warm, but not too warm. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll roll with 3. And then I guess the question is then about brightness. Like it's a little bright for me personally at max. Like it's kind of right there in my face. But I'm thinking like this is probably okay. I don't think that looks too bad. I keep looking over at this camera. You guys aren't on that camera. You're in this camera. Let's see. The void of time and space. Feature one game or series for a couple hours. Yeah. Some quick quests. That might be a good name for it, honestly. Quick quests. Maybe a little bit tough to say, but I think there's potential there. Need some of those fools to put on an episode just explaining what the heck is going on with Day of the Tentacle. I really need to see Day of the Tentacle. I need to finish Day of the Tentacle, first of all. That's a personal problem that I have of needing to actually finish that game. I'm pretty far in, but gotta actually finish it. That's like the main reason I've been holding off on really learning what's going on with the speedrun. Oh, you know what I need for this? Live split. Live split would help immensely. Yeah, Speedy Adventure Minithon submissions close June 26th, which is another reason why I'm really trying to get this finished or get this learned. Background looks like you're trapped in the void of time and space. Yeah, lighting is fine. Okay, cool. Yeah, the background is a work in progress. Gorg and I are going to cook up some new overlays that'll take advantage of the green screen. If people don't like the void, I can turn it off and you'll just see green behind me instead. So if that's what people would prefer, I'll do it. Just let me know. Need to be able to switch cameras for action mode. I can theoretically do that. It'll take a little bit of setup, but we can get there. We can make that happen. Dare to Dream Run? That could be interesting. I would need to get a better setup for it. Also, I probably wouldn't be running that one at the event because I'm preparing Outer Wilds, and I will also be working the Speedy Adventures Thon. So I can't be submitting a bunch of runs or anything. Need to understand how they made it into an IRL creepypasta. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty wild. Plugged it in a few spots of potential Obra Dinn and Mist interest. Oh, fun. I mean, the Mist run is like less than a minute, isn't it? I have the speedrunning achievement in Mist. In like the remake. I went out of my way to get that one after I finished it. For future Spatties planners out there, just remember it's morally correct to procrastinate an entire year so you can add a last-minute clip show of Day of the Tentacle Nightmare Fuel. That did kind of work out really well, didn't it? The timing of that was incredible. Like that's cutting-edge tech right there. That's brand spanking new. So it was cool to see that make it into the awards show. Going lurky turkey. Nice, enjoyed the lurk. Thank you for the good luck. And thank you for all your work out in the Spatties again, Spade. Both this year and previous. In the meantime, just put that pic I made for Live Split overlay. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, no, I can make this work. Hang on. The Live Split overlay. I guess you're talking about the host scene that you built. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I think I have that image ready to go. I think I've got it. Let me. Yeah, the Hearthian one. Yeah, I got you. Samuel Stokes Music, hello! Hello, and welcome to the Spatties after party. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. How's it going? I guess you're probably doing some more 100% runs, right? Of Conquest of the Longbow. I wanted to tune in, but I was responsible for hosting the Spatties this year, so I had to do that instead. But I hope you had a good stream. Oh god, where did I put that? I think it's here. Whoop. Okay, so I've got to arrange this in a clever way. We'll throw this down here. I'm trying to think of the best placement for this. Like I like this here. I think this is what I'll do for now. Sorry, Hearthian, I love you, but I think this is our best look for now. Oh, okay, hang on. I'm still figuring this out. Okay, and now the problem that I'm experiencing is that I am cutting off the bottom of this. Sorry for anyone who's tuning in and just watching me troubleshoot camera and stuff. That's what we're doing tonight, pretty much. Got a new PB tonight. Excellent. Congratulations. Well, Faith speedrun. Faith speedrun would be cool to see at the Speedy Adventures Thon. I don't want to play it as a speedrun, at least not right now, but I would like to see one. Yeah, no worries about missing the Spatties. There's always the VOD. So, you know. No problem. Enjoy the show. I definitely didn't mess up at all, which is the coolest part, is how I didn't make a single mistake the entire time. That was my favorite part. Okay, I want to put this image... I want to put it... Where's my background? Like, it looks like it should be on top of the background already. It is. So why isn't it showing up on top of the background? I don't understand. Oh, it's not. I'm an idiot. Okay. Now I see. I am simply a fool. It's starting to make sense. Okay. One more adjustment here. Bring this up a little bit. Bring that out a little bit. Okay. That's good. I'm going to leave it there for now. We're going to roll with that. Yeah, that was a Stemo. Yeah. Yeah, that guy. I wouldn't trust him to host an award show. The guy had his shirt tucked in and his hair brushed. Would you believe it if I told you that I did not, in fact, have my shirt tucked in? I was wearing a nice-ish shirt and then basketball shorts from the waist down. It was absolutely, yeah, it was very much like a Zoom meeting situation where, like, you know, I've got a nice shirt and tie or whatever on top for the camera, and then it's pajamas. That's kind of my strategy. Oh yeah, Badger, so I don't know if you were around earlier in the stream when I mentioned this, but I thought it was funny that you mentioned that I had brushed my hair. And I was like, not only did I brush my hair, I actually cut it. I cut it today for this event. So I'm pretty happy with it, as far as you know, cutting my hair goes. I did an okay job. I still could have had it tucked into the basketball shorts. I suppose that's true. But if anyone knows me, you probably know that I don't like to tuck my shirt in. I don't like being uncomfortable. Okay, so I'm gonna do some Outer Wilds stuff now. We're gonna shake things up, and by shake things up, I mean actually start the stream doing the thing that I said I was going to do. Throw a belt on there, and you look ready for Wall Street. Could wearing a kilt for all we know, just to annoy Caesar. It's true. I could have been. You don't know. You don't know what I'm wearing. Alrighty. So what I think I want to do, I've made some pretty significant progress. And by significant progress, I think where we stopped last time on the stream was I was trying to learn how to jump into the Tower of Quantum Knowledge on Brittle Hollow. Since then, I have, I believe, figured out how to do that. So I'm going to do a little bit of a practice. A couple of practice runs with that, just make sure that I can make that jump. And then I think what I'm going to do is just do a run from the top, and then we'll start adding things a little bit more on top of that. Cool. Oh my. All right. I will say this setup feels very different. Like I've just got a big light right in my face. Okay, so we're just gonna go to Brittle Hollow. Practice this jump. Let's autopilot on over there. Please don't autopilot me right into the lantern. I think we're gonna be fine. We're fine. Because the autopilot does not care. It does not care what's around you, if you know, or what's in front of you. If you tell it to go, like if I were to target the quantum moon right now and autopilot towards it as it crosses through the sun, well, that would be a different problem. But it would just fly me straight into the sun. Autopilot does not care. What is that spaceship, a Tesla? Alright. Just gonna land right around here-ish. Don't really care. Whee! Okay, so the trick that I found is you got to do a really tiny boost right at the beginning, and then you actually lower yourself. So you kind of, you know, engage your down thrusters, so that you get closer to the black hole, and then you kind of use the gravity of the black hole to slingshot yourself. You get that, you get down close to it to gain some speed off of the gravity of the black hole, and then you engage your up thrusters and kind of like carry that momentum up to the second level of the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. It's not flammable enough for that. Then you pull a crazy Ivan in the atmosphere even. Yeah, basically. Okay, so let's give it a shot. I've been able to do it fairly consistently. Like once I got the idea, I can get it most of the time. But it has been a few days now, so let's see if I can still do it. So tiny boost. We're going down. And then we go up. And then we... Ooh! Nope, that's not gonna do it. It was close. I went up a little bit too much on the way. I needed to basically just raise myself up to just below where I ended up going, and then the idea is you want to hit the boost right at the end so that you can land on that kind of, I forget what they're called, the little gravity wall walkway thing. I haven't been able to do it as cleanly as the world record holder, obviously, because they're the world record holder, but they're also doing a lot of scout boosting that whole time, and it looks pretty precise. So I'm just trying to throw myself at there and get it with any consistency. I'm really not looking to make it pretty, you know. That's just gonna be one of those things that it just is what it is. I've got a lot of stuff to do in this speed run. I can't make it all perfect. Crunch, yeah, the crunching sound is real. They make you feel like you messed up. Tried to get up there the wrong way so many times and never got it. I know, yeah, it was crazy to me when I saw the speedrun. First of all, I mean, the speedrun makes it, the world record makes it look really easy. And then when I actually went and, like, learned the timing of it and, like, how to control the boost and everything, I was surprised at how, like, actually it is not that hard. Like, there's obviously, you can mess up like I just did on that one and slam your face into the wall, but it's actually hard, or it's easier to avoid that than it looks. Okay, where's our orbital cannon? There's our orbital cannon. Okay. Whee. The movement in this game, and the physics in general, just such a joy. I mean, it is really very central to the whole game's thing, but it just is so well done. Okay, here we go. 'Cause. 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 'C gonna start going up. Not that up! Oh, okay, I've done it again. Okay, I just need to find the rhythm. Again, it's been a few days. Okay, yeah, suit. Where is the hollow? Show me the hollow. Again, pretty close to the lantern. A little closer than I would like. Whoop, 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 whoop. Ouch. Okay, here we go. We got it this time. That felt a little awkward. We'll see. See if it works out. Ooh, too close to the black hole. Too close. Ah, that sucks. I was getting it before. Like, not every time, but most of the time. The post-spatty jitters, it's gotta be it. It's the only explanation. It can't possibly be that I simply haven't practiced the trick enough. Okay, that's the Addle Rock. I don't want to go to the Addle Rock right now. There we go. Once you learn this run, you're going to do shipless 100%. If I remember correctly, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think the shipless 100% run is much slower. Which doesn't make any sense to me. It has to be slower. I must be misremembering. Yeah, no, it's a thing. It's a thing. People have done it. Yeah, people who are crazier than me. Look, I love Outer Wilds, but that's a bit much. It's only 8 minutes slower. Like that's not that much slower. That's crazy for you know a 45 minute hour long run. You know, on the with the ship. That's not that much slower. Okay, here we go again. Okay. I'm gonna take it down a little bit, not a lot. Maybe a little bit more than that, though. Keep going up, and we're boosting. Oh! So I got the angle I was looking for. I just landed wrong. Just 8 extra minutes of flying through space, like it has to be. That's that has to be the difference. But it's just crazy to me, like, so like and I wonder if the route is different, because thinking about it, like if you go to Giant's Deep first, like we do in this run, like how do you? Well, no. So I guess that part would be relatively simple. But I think the next section would be difficult. Like going to Brittle Hollow and Quantum Moon. Like how do you get out of I guess there's probably some spots on Brittle Hollow where you can just jump and achieve exit velocity. It's an interesting idea. I love that there are this many of these types of goofy runs for this game. Like, people really seem to love this as a speed run, and I think that's awesome. Waiting to get good lineups. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, the lineups would be key. Do. Okie dokie. Come on. I can do this. A little bit lower, a little bit lower, lower. I don't think I got low enough. Nope. Unless... Hey! We did it! Okay. So the thing is, you come up here. Easiest way I found to get up here is just do this. We need to grab this scroll. Jump up over here. This is not the fastest way to do this, but again, it is a way to do it. Okay, let's go plug this in first. Insert, and then this one would be first left up. And then this one is first right up. Oh wait. First right up, left. Okay. Yeah, that's the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. That's all we have to do there. Wish this game was realistic and had at least one flat planet. Yeah, it's so disappointing. Timber Hearth should be flat like it is in real life. Okay, I want to do that one more time. And then after that, we'll do a refresher run up to that point. Why are you laughing at that? Are you not enlightened? No. I did a lot of my own research on Facebook. I'm very impressed. Very impressed. You even know how to read. Ayo. Oh no! Don't do that. That was gonna send us crashing right back into Timber Hearth at top speed. Oh, no, thank you. The turtle moves. It's turtles all the way down. Oh, okay. That's not what I wanted. I was like stuck under the ship there. Alright, here we go. A 3, a 2, a 1. Okay, not the wall, not the wall, not the wall, not the wall! Okay, this is fine. It's fine. We're good. We did it. Nice. Okay. I will need to find a more consistent way to pull that off for the event. Although, really, well, let me think about that. Because in this part of the speedrun, I'm trying to remember if we go straight from Timber Hearth to do that. I don't think we do. I think we do a few other things. So it would be a tough point to like start. To have to reset the loop on, if I remember correctly. Okay. Great. So let's now do one of these things. Oh, all of your legs are on the ground. It's going to take so long to take off now. Ah, yeah. Darn. Okay, here's what we're going to do. There is an ad coming in a few moments. What I want to do is take a real quick break, let that run, and then we'll start a run from the top, and then just, bring it down to kind of where I have it now, where as far as I've got in the speedrun to this point, just to make sure I kind of remember everything and have it all set. This is also to check my notes over here and make sure that they're accurate. Anyway, we'll do all that in just a moment, but for now, I will be right back. Hang tight. Alrighty, I am back. Let's get back to it. Oh, I just realized I have to... we'll stick with this for now because I've added the background image. That's something that I'll have to think about later on. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's Discworld. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I need to read the Discworld books. I think I would very much enjoy them. I just have not made the time for it. Reread Night Watch, planning on trying to do that each year for the 25th of May. 25th of May? You mean Towel Day? Douglas Adams' birthday? I love Towel Day. I'm sorry, what? Is this Douglas Adams hate in my chat? I will not stand for this. I will not hear it. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is my favorite book ever. Huge fan. New setup? Yes. Hello, boy Diablo. Yeah, I'm not in a different room. I'm actually in the same room. I'm using a different camera. I've got a green screen, and I've got a light source in front of me. I was just hosting the Speedy Adventures Awards. Let's turn that off. So I invested in this whole setup. So yeah, we're trying some new stuff out. Different galaxy? Yes. Yes, I am in a different galaxy. You read the 6 books in the series, you really did not like them? I mean, you liked them enough to read all 6 books. Like, I feel like if you read the first one and you're like, well, that was bad, why would you read the rest? Now, to be fair, the really good books in the series are the first 3. And then the second set of 3 are not as good, in my opinion. I mean, the last one's not even written by Douglas Adams, for the most part. New York hot this week. Of course, they don't like Tolkien either, so just going... Yeah, I mean, that's also kind of a hot take. I mean, I get not being into it, but I think Tolkien is, you know, I don't want to say the word objectively, but I think it's fair to say that he was a good writer and he created you know, excellent world builder. Whether or not you actually enjoyed reading the material, I mean, you know, that's fair. That's completely subjective. But I think it's fair to say that he's good at what he did. And I would say the same for Douglas Adams. Like, if it's not your thing, then yeah, it's probably really not your thing. But it happens to be exactly my thing. The Knicks, yeah, they're doing very hard. You were a Knicks fan? Actually, you know what? We don't talk about basketball in this chat. All basketball talk is banned. Just letting you know now. Don't talk about basketball. It was a kid and had the omnibus. Okay. Oh, I got you. Sure, that makes sense. That makes a lot more sense than being like, well, that book was terrible. I guess I'll try the others now. Was in Manhattan briefly. Oh, so you know it's hot. Because you weren't allowed to buy your own book, so it's reading that or something I had read 20 times. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, Lord of the Rings guy, Tolkien. Tolkien is the Lord of the Rings writer. Don't like his writing style. That's completely fair. Like, I can understand not enjoying it, but I think saying it's outright bad doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Yeah, basketball doesn't exist. We can talk about hobbits all we want. Hobbits are cool. I'm down with hobbits. What type of books do you read? So I've been wanting to read more. I did just finish a fantasy novel. I don't really read a lot of fantasy. I don't really read a lot in general. The plot was Python-esque. Yeah, I think that's sort of the point. I think it's mostly about the humor and the absurdity and the kind of, you know, comments on human nature and things like that make it good. Yeah, the plot is not. I wouldn't take it deathly seriously. But yeah, as far as books that I read, not a lot, but I try to. I'm trying to branch out more. I do enjoy sci-fi quite a bit. Like I said, Douglas Adams is my favorite. I've also enjoyed some of Isaac Asimov's short stories, but I haven't read those in a long time. I also like to read biographies occasionally, usually about musicians, but that's the kind of books that I read. What type of books do you read? Disco Elysium. Also that. I love Disco Elysium. I have read most of Sacred and Terrible Air, which is the book written by the original writer and creator of Disco Elysium. And that is an interesting book. It can be a little hard to follow because it's just structured in such a weird way. But it is interesting. It's got that Disco Elysium writing style. Like, I can hear the Disco Elysium narrator reading the lines of that book. It's got that style. So if that's what you're looking for, Sacred and Terrible Air is excellent. I suggest the Gotrek and Felix books. I have the first omnibus, and it's been pretty cool. Okay, interesting. Is that from Super Empire Strikes Back? I might have lost the thread on that one. Oh, the Yoda. This is from Yoda Stories, the desktop adventure game. This is the live split layout that I use for when I'm running Yoda Stories, and I'm also using it as my temporary kind of placeholder thing for this while I don't have full splits lined up. Felt random and dumb. It had the British main character syndrome where they get stuff forced on them and just shrug and take it. Yeah, but I also liked that. I thought it was funny. John Scalzi. Okay, I'll check that out. I'll check out some of his work. First few stories have been pretty simple with obvious twists, but those short stories are from decades ago. I imagine they've gotten even better as they go. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so I've got a few new written works to catch up on. Alright, let's go ahead and actually do this thing that I said I was going to do. And we're going to start a Outer Wilds speedrun from the top and take it down to the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. I think that'll probably be fine, actually. Just going to see if I can... see if I can remember the route, and I do need this. Let me grab this. This will be very helpful. Okay. All right, here we go. So we're going to start a new expedition. Old Man's War was great. The Collapsing Empire was great. Fuzzy Nation is a perfect example of an asshole lawful neutral that the plot needs. An asshole lawful neutral. Okay, well, that sounds fun. I'll check that out as well. I think they used the same image of Yoda in Super Empire Strikes Back. He was on the continue screen, and if you choose no, he says, "That is why you fail," and his ears go down. I like that, actually. That's pretty funny. I also do like the idea that they just reuse the same screen, like the same assets for a different game. I would not be surprised if that is what happened. Okay, here we go. Let's see how quickly I can get Geyser Skip to happen. now that I haven't practiced it in a few days. One thing that I do like, or another thing I should say that I do like about this speedrun, is that they do have a rather robust auto splitter / load remover, which is pretty awesome. I'm not using it right now because it just wouldn't work with the practice situation that I'm in right now, but I will be using it for the actual runs when they do happen. $3K more for King of the Castle. Oh, that's, yeah, we're super duper close. And we have, like, I think 12 days is what I saw left to hit the goal, so it's gonna happen. As long as I stream one more time in the next 12 days, which I can pretty much guarantee will happen, we'll be on for King of the Castle again, which is great. I love King of the Castle. It's a very fun stream. I have a good time doing it. Lots of people show up who, like, never show up. They're there just for King of the Castle, which is fun. You know, sometimes I wish some people would stick around, but hey, if they just want to hang out and play some King of the Castle, that's fine by me. Just don't do it on Pride. Oh, good point. Yeah. I'll have to be careful about the day that I choose. Yeah, they have an auto splitter and a load remover. So it does everything. It's absolutely wonderful. And there's lots of, like, load times to be removed. So it's really necessary if you want a competitive time. Ooh, hey. Is that it? Oh, we are less than 1,000 nickels away now from the King of the Castle stream. Thank you for your contributions, everybody. You're not missing a third one. Yeah, fair. Yeah, I'll plan it on a day where hopefully more people can make it. I'll try to avoid any major events for sure. So we've got, I guess it's worth noting that we do have a few community events coming up. Hang on a second. Oh hey, community challenge ended. We did it. Oh, I messed up. I was looking at live split and not, or I was looking at chat and not live split. That's my fault. Knitting my wife a cape and making a necklace and brooch for her. I will be busy. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of work. That sounds like a lot of work. We did it! Thank you for the redemptions. I even raised the goal to what I think was a pretty reasonable amount. Oh, Wheel of Hats. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it before this next attempt starts. Yeah, I raised the goal a fair bit, and y'all still hit it with like 2 weeks to go. So impressive. Thank you. I'll have to raise it more next time, I guess. Well done. All right, let's get this up to where the freaking heck? Here. All right. Wheel time. What do we got? Oh, the blue bucket hat. Okay, hang on. I gotta find that one. I know where it is, but it's gonna be... Whoop. It's gonna be under some stuff. And by stuff, I mean a lot of other hats. Give me 1 second. Okay. If I remember correctly, this hat does not fit me very well. Which is true of a lot of the hats in my collection here. Yeah, that's right. It's a size small. So it's first of all, it's a woman's hat, so it's already small. And then secondly, it's a size small. It's pretty tight. It's a pretty tight hat. Still not as bad as the camo hat. The camo bucket hat is actually way worse. Like, I can at least get this around my head. I think the camo bucket hat was made for children. Oh, the headset situation's a bit awkward on this one. There we go. There it is. I guess in the future, try not to send me any green hats. Because they may not show up very well against the screen here. One of the hats may or may not fit. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Thank you for the redemption. Let me close this down. For a guy with not a big ego, sure, have a big head. You think it's a children's hat? Yeah, it's gotta be. It simply has to be. It's so small. It's like this one I can at least fit onto my head, and it's not like it's tight, but it's not squeezing my skull. I can make it work. No Yoda hat then? Yeah, that's tough because I would like a Yoda hat, right? That'd be cool to have. That might just be a situation where we have to adjust the background to fit the hat. Who knows? Bet you still have a Bucky's hat meant for a 5-year-old lying around from somewhere. Maybe. Why do you have that? Why do you have a children's Bucky's hat? Bucky's hasn't been around that long. Commissioned someone to knit you a blue Yoda hat. Okay. You stole it from a 5-year-old at Bucky's. You shouldn't do that, man. That's messed up. Yeah, we're gonna have Badger do it. I mean, Badger, if you want to knit a blue Yoda hat, I will not stop you. A shiny Yoda, yeah. It would be a shiny Yoda. Okay, let me scroll this down. Would you... OBS, would you kindly... Okay. There we are. Let's try this again. Pink Yoda. Yeah, that could work too, I guess. Is there a blue Yoda? I don't think there is officially. I don't think that's a thing in any official Star Wars canon, but I could be wrong about that. I am a Star Wars nerd, but not quite that level of Star Wars nerd. Oh, there we go. Alright, that's good. That's what we're looking for. Right. Little boost, little jump, little talking to this person. Oh yeah, Ghost Yoda. I guess there's the ghost version of Yoda. But like I was imagining like a blue-skinned Yoda, like a, you know, one that's not a ghost but has blue skin. You throw Yoda out of an airlock, he turns blue. I think he just explodes or implodes. I can't remember exactly how that works, but I don't think there's much time for the color to change. I think he just kind of dies. Okay, I was afraid that because I landed in the water it wasn't going to kill me, but we're good. In the novel comic, Yoda was originally blue. Blue-purple. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Blue-skinned Yoda is what happens when he gets a sunburn. Oh, yeah, the Pokemon shinies. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah. They turn an ugly Yoda green, so thinking a shiny Yoda would be Jigglypuff pink. I like that idea. Honestly, I think that works. It would also look especially cursed, because if you use the right shade of pink, it would just look like he has, like, you know, human skin. It would just look like a person with a really messed up anatomy. But yeah, I guess if we went Jigglypuff pink, that wouldn't quite do that. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Newborn baby skin Yoda, awful. I can't believe you typed these words into my chat. How dare you? They had leftover Muppet parts from Kermit. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. They're like, well, we've got all this green stuff that we can use. Let's just make him green. Who cares? No one's read the comics. Oh, why am I having trouble landing on this? Come on. There we go. Imagine they had a bunch of stuff left over from Big Bird and give him feathers. We could have had Dinosaur Yoda. I need to read any of these. Okay, that'll work. Oh, I forgot. Gotta move this to the second. And then we can read that. This is gonna be first up right. And then any of these rings, and we're out of here. Okay, and then I want to go here and there and everywhere. Okay. So for this one, I think I need to read all of this. Yeah. We gotta read the whole thing. Cool. Whoop. Almost overshot it. Very nice. Now we go down to Giant's Deep. Whoa! Without destroying the ship, preferably. And also in the right location, preferably. We need to go to the North Pole, which will be right here. Just find the top of the sphere, no problem. Okay. Did I manage to land in a good spot? I think that might work. I think we might get the fast takeoff here. We'll find out. The Dark Crystal is a proto-Jedi story. Prove me wrong. I mean, you might be right. I don't think I can prove you wrong. that. Good. And I managed to stop myself from throwing myself off of a cliff there, which is excellent. That was Jim Henson? Yeah, oh, he did the puppets? Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that makes sense. He also played David Bowie. Not many people know that. Yeah, I wonder why many people might not know that. I wonder why. Whoop. Okay, I need to read this thing first, and then we can do this. I know there's a faster way to do this, but I haven't figured out how to make that consistent, so we're just gonna take it slow and steady here. Where are you at? I guess what do I care? We'll do this one, and then there we go. Jedi use crystals to power the lightsabers. It's an obvious clue. True. That's true. Ow. Okay, I need that to be there. That's perfect. That's also perfect. And this is once again perfect. Okay, great. Good. Now... Oh, well, I want it right here. Can I get it right here? Thank you. What flavor do you think Yoda branded soda would be? What do I need to read here? First left. That's it. Okay, so it's just those first two. That's the wrong direction. Yoda grape flavored beverage. Yoda soft drink TM. Yeah, Dark Crystal and Labyrinth are different films. But David Bowie was involved in Labyrinth. Okay, nice. We did get the fast takeoff there. That's cool. Okay, let's find the Bramble Island. Yoda's bog training water. Quench your inner Jedi. What a pitch. What a pitch. That's incredible. I'm not interested, by the way. Wait, that's not where I want to go. I mean, it kind of is, but this feels like it's going to be safer. Okay, can I do that? Are we going to be good here? Or is this going to ruin everything? This might ruin everything. Oh, it really might ruin everything. Let's see. Let's see if I can make it back to the ship. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be dangerous. I might have ruined everything, but I might also be okay. Oh no! I ruined everything. This sucks. This is not good. This is decidedly not good. Can maybe get up this way. I have a little bit of time that I can play with here. It's not completely over, but I really need to get back to my ship. Oh no! The scout boosting is not working. The Giant's deep gravity is brutal. It is so hard to play with. Like it's like, you know, when you're having a dream and you really need to like run or jump in the dream, but it feels like you're just like trying to run or jump through just a solid block of honey, or just some like really thick, like everything is so slow and takes incredible amounts of effort. That's what doing anything on Giant's Deep feels like. Literally just existing on this planet is impossible. Okay, I can get there. I need to find a more consistent parking spot for that. I think what I'll do, we'll quit this, we'll reset the loop, and then we'll just go straight to the Bramble Island on Giant's Deep and just pick up where we left off. Did you say Yoda's Bog or Yoda's Bong? Those are two different flavors. Yeah, I imagine those would taste a bit different. Neither, I imagine, would taste very good. All the flavors, that's often called swamp juice. Okay, yeah, I've heard some people call that swamp juice. I assume you're talking about, like, as a kid when you would go up to the soda fountain and just get everything, like a little bit of everything. We called that a suicide when I was a kid. That's what we called that particular drink. Swamp juice is a good name for it as well, though. I like that. It's just a seasonal flavor that comes out around 420. It's not meant for human consumption, but I just can't help myself. Amazing. Hopping through a D&D slime. Yeah, you're like in a gelatinous cube, you know what I mean? But if you spent some time there, your legs would be ripped. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, the gravity here is intense. Like, Goku would train on this planet. I think I just saw the Bramble Island get tossed into space, so we're gonna have to wait for a second for that to come back down. That's a bit of unfortunate timing right there. Will it even come down in the same relative location? Oh yeah, okay, yeah it is. There it is. Speedrun a Dragon Ball Z game. There's a speedrun content creator on YouTube that I really like called The Rixer. He did a video recently about Dragon Ball Z Budokai speedruns, and it was actually really, really interesting. I would recommend checking that out. If no one's, or if anyone's not familiar with The Rixer, THARIXER, I believe. Excellent speedrun content creator. Highly recommend. I got to see him do some stuff at the most recent AGDQ in Pittsburgh. It was cool. It was cool to see him around. Shout out to the Ricks. Yeah, there you go. Sure, why not? Yeah. Yeah, go give the Rixer a follow. Good speedrunning content if that's what you're into. He did an entire, like a comprehensive view of the Jak 3, I think is the game. Like the speedrunning history and like every little tiny detail about speedrunning that game. It's something like 12 hours of video. It's insane. I recommend it. It's good stuff. Yeah, I also don't know what his streams are like. I've never hung out in a Rixer stream, but I like his YouTube videos. fighting game speedruns are always fascinating. Yeah, they're very different, right? That's one of the things that I really love about speedruns is like you can look at a game like Outer Wilds or Secret of Monkey Island or a fighting game, take your pick, Street Fighter, whatever, Dragon Ball Z, and you might think initially like, oh, that's probably not a great speedrun, right? Like that's probably like a little bit of a weird game to do a speedrun of. But then almost always there's like really strong and vibrant communities around speedrunning these games. There's usually like just so much more going on than you would initially think. That's one of the things that makes speedrunning super fun, in my opinion. Okay, let's front right up on that one, then we'll go down here, read all of this stuff, read all of this stuff. There we go. Okay. Ow. Walking sim, those are still on the best speedrun. Yeah, I mean, you would know better than any of us, Gorg. So I'm not super interested in most walking sim speedruns, but there's some interesting things out there. I'm also not the biggest walking sim player out there in general, so there's certainly some things that I've missed out on. Okay, I think Gabbro is the last island, right? We've done Bramble, we've done... oh no, Construction. We need to do Construction Island. I mean, we could do Gabbro first. I don't think it affects anything order-wise. I need to find a better way to find these stupid islands. It's supposed to be consistent, but I have not had any consistency really in my experience. But I think that's probably due to the fact that I'm playing considerably slower than the world record holder. Ooh, ouch. Okay, I mean, that was almost what I wanted though. That was almost really good. Pop this in here. We are reading all of this one. And then we got to read that, and then throw this in there. We just need to read the first one of this. And the first one of this scroll over here. I was really hoping there were some glitched in this Stanley Parable, but that run is still an hour long for all endings. Oh, yeah. Stanley Parable would be a great one. Stanley Parable is a very fun game. Like, I guess it technically is a walking simulator, but I didn't even really think about it as one. But, I mean, I suppose that is accurate. Just the writing is so fun in that game. And there's enough going on gameplay-wise where, like, they give you little glimpses of things to do, and I think the amount of choice also very much helps. You're not here like exploring a space strictly, you're also interacting with it and like making decisions and seeing the consequences of those decisions. This is a terrible spot to park the ship. The Ultra Deluxe has some glitches, but still 40-minute run. Okay, it's a lot of just walking. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be unavoidable. A lot of the run is going to be walking, no matter what. That just is what the game is. Blame Stanley Parable for your love of the backrooms. Honestly, fair. Like, I don't really get the same exact vibe from Stanley Parable as Backrooms, but I don't think that you're meant to necessarily. But I see the connection. Like, I see how you got there. I blame Control for my... That's what I'm looking for. For my passing... I don't want to call it an interest. I'm not really interested in the backrooms. I don't look up backrooms content or anything. But I blame Control for my my tolerance of backrooms content. There's enough of that going in there that makes me interested. Yeah, Control. Yeah, I love Control. What an amazing game. Remedy, in general, big fan. Big fan of their work. Loved Max Payne. I haven't played Alan Wake. And I'm not sure if I would like it quite as much as I've liked their other stuff, but it probably is worth playing. But Max Payne and Control are excellent. Both excellent games. Yeah, mundane settings that don't fit the rules of reality. That's a good way to put it. I think what takes it over the top for me is when it's like there's like, you know, big government involvement. There's like something that people with lots of money and power are trying to understand. Like they're throwing resources behind what's going on and like trying to hide it or whatever. But it's, you know, this terrifying, unknowable force or something. But, like, you know, I think that element adds to it for me. Need to play Alan Wake so I can play Alan Wake 2 because I've heard awesome things about the second one. Interesting. I've heard nothing about the second one, I don't think. Like, nothing that nothing that comes to mind immediately. I just assumed it was kind of more of the same, I guess. Okay, we need to bring this all the way over here. And then while that's playing, a really, really long thing here is playing. Actually, I think the third one is even longer. What do we need to read here? Sorry, I have to scroll. We need to read just the first one. Okay, great. And then this is done. So we read middle and bottom. You have to read both of these, but not the first one. And then we gotta throw this into here. Grab the bottom ring on this one. Blam, and then quit to menu. Things you've heard are from Remedy Lord channels, so they are biased. Yeah, fair. Yeah, they're probably going to be pretty pro Alan Wake too. It does some more linking the worlds together and explain some of the things in the Control DLC. That is okay. Yeah, that is one thing that I really enjoyed. Kind of watching unfold in the Control DLC is like them fully connecting the dots between, or you know, almost fully connecting the dots between their different games and like proving that they really are in this like, you know, same universe, which is I thought was a pretty cool revelation the way that they did it, and like the subtle hints and nods and clues that they put in throughout the games, especially in Control. That these things are connected is just it made it very fun to kind of draw that line to connect those dots. Okay, so the next thing. Oh God, what do we do next? I know we gotta go. Oh, okay. I know what I did wrong. It doesn't. I don't know how much it really matters, but And at this point, it's probably really not worth doing. I was supposed to rest at the campfire. And I think that's mostly to get the planets to be aligned in a specific way. That makes it just a little bit faster to get over to them. To get over to Brittle Hollow specifically. But I don't think that matters all that much right now. I think I'm just gonna press on. Because this is mostly about knowing the actions that I need to take. Where is the freaking Brittle Hollow? There we go. Oh, actually, we do need to go to the lantern first. We're going to the lantern. Okay, I think this is our volcano down here. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, seems like I'm wrong about that one. Let's go check the other volcanoes. Maybe this one? Seems kind of tall. Yeah, not that one, but its friend here looks like it might be the one we're looking for. Yeah, there it is. Whoa! Whoa! Trench from Control is actually somehow Max Payne. I mean, it is voiced by the same dude, isn't it? Or isn't he? Trench is the old, what are they called? Commissioner? I can't remember what the director. Trench is the old director, if I'm remembering correctly, and the voice actor for the old director is in fact Max Payne, the same voice actor that voiced Max Payne back in the day. So, like, you know, maybe maybe there's something there. Maybe it's the same character. Maybe it literally is Max Payne. Well, I seem to be stuck. I'm not entirely sure what I'm stuck on. Oh, I'm just like pinched in here. Okay, can I move the ship to the left at all? Oh no. Oh no. I think I'm stuck. Oh, hang on. Oh, we're good. I'm out. Oh yeah, okay, cool. Good. Where did the planet go? Here we are. Hey, and look, we're right on top of where we need to be. Calculated. I totally planned that. Whoop. And ideally, I want to... Whoop. Oh, no. This doesn't matter. At this point, I just need to get moving. Yeah, I wanted to land on one of these trees, so that worked out very well. Let's scan this. I gotta read all this stuff. What are you even caught on? I think I was, like, pinched between the wall of the volcano. Like, I couldn't move up because it was gonna hit the wall, and I couldn't move to the right because it was gonna hit the wall. So I think it was just in a really... like, specifically tough spot. Okay, read. Fly over here. Read. I think it's that one. Yeah, that looks right. And then I need to go... those two, I'm pretty sure. Let's go make sure we look at the murals. That's important. Hello, murals. Good muraling. Mural on, my friends. Jump over here. I think I'm getting better at finding a way up, but I'm sure there's an even better way I can do this. Oh god. Oh god. Whee! Is that enough? Yeah, that'll work. Jumping around on Brittle Hollow is just such a joy compared to Giant's Deep. You go from having just an oppressive level of gravity crushing down on you to having basically none. And you can do whatever you want. Okay, I think the next thing, if I'm not mistaken, we want to go to the shard of quantum rock over here. Wherever that may be. Have we lost it? Is it gone? Have I taken too long? No, here we are. I know it was slow to get out of the lantern, but I didn't think I took that long. Okay, and then this I need to read. All of it. I need to read this whole thing. Okay, cool. And then we go to the quantum moon, which is interesting. Oh no. Oh no. I'm stuck again. I'm stuck again. Oh no. Come on. This cannot. Here, can I scout boost? This is such a unfortunate situation. Like, what am I supposed to do? Okay, hang on. Ugh. Okay, if I hold just down to the right, if I do that and then I like crouch a little bit, nope. Oh no. This run is gonna be insane. I'm gonna be battling against just the physics and geometry of the game to not completely crash the run. Like, what? This is awful. Can you read the logs with the stuff floating by the White Hole Station? Can you read the logs with the stuff floating by the White Hole Station? I don't think I understand the question. Just go there at the White Hole Station. I'm not sure I get what you're saying. We will be going to the White Hole Station later on in the Brittle Hollow split. I think it's right after we leave the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. I think what we do is we go talk to Ryback, and then we go to the White Hole Station and do some stuff. But I don't know if it's beneficial to do that earlier or not. Maybe it is. Okay, I'm actually just completely stuck. This is just where I live now. Doesn't the stuff from Brittle Hollow go there? Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. So theoretically, if it had fallen into the black hole, I could just go through the White Hole Station and read it that way. I think that works for this bit as well. I haven't tested that, obviously. But honestly, if we've got to that point where this has fallen into the black hole, I have bigger problems. Like, the run is already severely damaged at that point. That's okay, we got there. We got there. Okay, well, I just have to reset that. So that's unfortunate. I also need to get up for a moment, so we're going to go do a quick BRB, and then I'll try to finish out the bit of the run that I haven't done yet, and we'll probably start wrapping things up at that point. So hang tight one more time, let me get you some music, and I will be right back. Alright, I am back now. What if that could be a way to do even faster, like wait at the campfire until it falls in so you don't have to do the gravity shenanigans? So I think the problem is that there's also, we're trying to pack in quite a lot of tasks into this cycle. Like this is already a really busy cycle, so just dedicating most of the cycle to just waiting, I don't know if that's the best strat. Maybe it is. I have no idea. I'm still learning the run, as we can all see, so maybe there is something there. My gut says that it wouldn't be a good idea. Anyone see the new Star Wars movie starring Grogu? No, I have not seen it. Is it good? I don't know much about it. Don't know the name of the actor who plays Grogu? You don't know the name of the puppet master? It's probably not even really a puppet, right? It's probably CG. Anyway, let's go back. Heard very meh things about it. That sounds like just kind of, you know, Star Wars in general. Star Wars movies in general over the last decade plus. I guess really a couple of decades. Yeah, very hit or miss. Okay, so I want to catch up to where I was in that run. In this case, we will go ahead and doze off for a little bit just to make the planet a little bit easier to access, and we're also obviously not worried about losing the time because we've already accomplished some of the things that I needed to do. I'm going to go straight to that stupid rock. And see, the thing that's tricky about it, maybe I want to park the ship next to the rock instead of on it, because if you park the ship on the rock, it becomes really difficult to exit and re-enter the ship, as we saw on the last run. Like, even if you don't get trapped like I did on that one, you can still end up in a situation where you just fall off of the rock every time that you get out of the ship. Maybe it's better for now, as I'm learning and practicing, to just park next to the rock. instead, and then, you know, fly up to the top. I think that has to be safer, right? Oh, this is an awkward landing spot. And then we can... Okay, cool. I was going to say, I can blink to make the rock spawn near me if I need to. And I think... Was it just the first one? I think it is. Right? I said this earlier. Oh, no. It's all of them. It's all of them. And I think I did that. I already did read all of these. I was just having trouble getting back into the ship before. Hello, Justice. Welcome. Seen the first 3 and then number 1 and haven't watched since? That's fair. That's fair. It's you know, for the most part they're goofy, fun science fantasy times. If you don't take it seriously, it's it can be entertaining, but yeah, the a lot of the stuff after the original trilogy is just not that good. And I say that as a fan. I have found ways to enjoy them, but I wouldn't go so far as to say they're quality films. Okay, so I think we go straight to Quantum Moon now, right? I think we do. So I think we need to do some blinking. Okay, yeah, here we go. Let's snap a pic. Whoa! Try not to crash too hard into it. Okay, well, that's fine. That's not too hard. That's just hard enough. Okay. We have to look at Solanum's body, which should be right there. Okay. Hello! Oh, also we were supposed to scan the moon. There it is. We got it. Did you have a puppet team? Oh, that is cool. Okay, I like that. At least they're keeping the puppet aspect alive. You created a great live split layout for a strong med school game for attractive people speedrun. Nice. I just used the I just used the virus equals very yes screen as my live split background when I did that run. Okay, let's see if I can do this trick again. Oh, you have to close the door. That would help. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh! Close. Okay. I need to practice that a little bit more. I almost pulled that off. The Andor show you've heard is really good. I have heard that people really like that. Maybe I'll check that one out. Some of the like spin-off movies and shows have been alright. I haven't found one that I've been like completely ecstatic about. But I've found things to enjoy about them. I kind of enjoyed the Han Solo movie when that came out. I think I saw that one in theaters. That was pretty good. I liked chunks of The Mandalorian. I didn't like how we're just acting like the Old Republic doesn't exist, because I really enjoyed the Old Republic games, and it makes me sad to see all of that just tossed out for Baby Yoda merch, but you know, it is what it is. Rogue One was pretty good. No, Rogue One was a good like standalone adventure movie. Like it wasn't like mind blowing or anything, but I think it it did what it set out to do well. The thing that I don't like about Rogue One is that it essentially decanonized all of Kyle Katarn's stuff that happens in the Jedi Knight games. But that was always, you know, like dubiously canon anyway, so I really shouldn't complain too much, but I do kind of wish they worked Kyle in there somehow. There we go. Do I need the Dare to Dream link again? You know, go ahead and send it to me again, just in case. It won't hurt. And I'll find some time at some point to get that set up and get that ready for some actual runs again. But yeah, it might be a minute before I get to do many non-Speedy Adventures tasks on the stream. Oh! Okay. I guess I was too close to the door? Which is strange, because that glitch is literally called door hugging. So I don't know. I saw it once and it had it in hand, so I was sold. It was a good film. The Han Solo movie. I mean, to be honest, I don't remember a whole lot of this Han Solo movie. I just remember thinking that the guy that they got to play Han Solo did a pretty decent job of I thought he was pretty believably like a younger Han Solo. To be honest, that's really all I remember about it. It's been a long time since I watched that movie. I remember leaving thinking that it was pretty good. I had a similar feeling about that one that I did for Rogue One, where I was like, okay, yeah, they told a story there. I see what's going on. This isn't awful. Oh, there's an ad happening right now. Sorry, I didn't even see that coming in. My bad. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Calm down there. Star Wars non-movie canon is like a Death Star. You know it's gonna eventually get destroyed. True. Yeah, they do seem to like destroying the, like, you know, outside bits of lore that people actually enjoy. And then just trying to somehow make it Palpatine again. Good? Oh, I think we're good. I think we're good. Hey, we are good. Okay. So I need to practice that. I need to practice the Quantum Tower jump. I need to practice Geyser Skip, of course. There's a lot of practice that needs to be done, but we're getting there. Oh, shoot. Where's Solanum? There you are. Hello, Solanum. Hello, my friend. Okay, and the things we need to grab are Explain. We need Quantum Moon. We need Eye of the Universe. I think we need you as well. Yes. You. So we go you, Quantum Moon. And we read First and Right, and then, which is all of them, I guess. And then we swap this out. We go explain quantum moon. Let's move this closer. First, right, right. And then explain eye of the universe. First, right, up. Okay. Now that we've done that, we jump up into this vortex. The Darth Plagueis book was really good. I have not read that. That's interesting. You've heard from a random person at UTA that the OG book lore went crazy. Interesting. I've not read any of the books myself. Where's the ship? Where's the shuttle thing? Show me the shuttle. Should just kind of be here. There we go. We've got to do... Oh god. It's this one. And then this. And then this. Now we read this. Cool. And this is not where I expect it to be. This is not the correct location. Or is it? Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. How did they do this in the run? I can't remember. Because you can't just jetpack... Oh, okay. Okay, no, this is the correct place. I just needed to remember how to actually get up to the location I needed to go to. Okay, and then here we read Brittle Hollow Stone down here. Brittle Hollow Stone, first and right. And then we do this. Whee! Oh no. Okay, that is really going to need some practice. Because the problem is, we have to make that jump. There's no... Well, there's not no other way to get up there and get what we need, but it would take a lot longer to do the alternative method. I mean, maybe it's worth it. Like, maybe if this happens, like, as a backup strat, maybe at that point I just go talk to Rybeck and then wait for it to fall through the White Hole station. That might be what I have to do. Because resetting the loop on that jump, I mean, you can do that. It's just a bit of a pain. In the books, didn't Chewbacca die by getting a moon dropped on him? What? Maybe. Again, I'm not familiar. Tried like an hour or two to try and get up there without a slingshot. Didn't know about scout boosting. Yes, the scout boosting would help. It's tricky. It's just a tricky thing to do, and if you mess it up, then it can really send you in the wrong direction. I think what I'm gonna do. Well, I'm just going to practice it a lot, so hopefully I don't have to fall on a backup strat. But I'll also just develop a backup strat, I think. And figure out another way to get all of the same stuff, but later into the cycle. Anyway. Yeah, it is really high. Yeah, okay, so, I think that's probably where we're going to stop it for tonight. I didn't get much new stuff added, but there was a lot of reworking of, or, you know, kind of remembering and yeah, what's the word I'm looking for? Trying to get the old stuff kind of, you know, back into the front of mind and ready to go. So next time we do this, we'll start adding the next few steps on top of it. I think what we have to do, like I said, is the next step starts like we got to go talk to Ryback, and then we got to fall into the black hole and do White Hole Station stuff. And then I guess my question is, how much more of this loop is there after that? So talk to Ryback while falling into the black hole. Fall into the black hole, activate the White Hole Station using the side nearest to the elevator, go back up, warp to Brittle Hollow, and then we do have another like, full section of Brittle Hollow stuff. So I'll focus on getting all of that ready for the next Outer Wilds prep stream, and then after that, I think we're through the bulk of the run at that point. Like the Ember Twin loop is going to be substantial, but I've got a feeling most of this will be fairly contained and not terribly difficult to connect from one item to another. But yeah, that's what we're looking at next. It's almost as crazy as a major Warhammer Fantasy character dying from using too much magic to blow up the moon with mind bullets because the Skaven were trying to Majora's Mask the planet. Nice. Yeah, that's Warhammer Fantasy. Yeah, funny. Gonna start a Necromunda game sometime soon, and man, that sounds pretty cool. If I ever get a pet frog, I will name them after him. I mean, good luck. What is that name? Mazdamundi. Okay, it wasn't as hard as I thought. Seems like once you get the star down, it'll be easier and easier. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Anyway, yeah, that's going to do it for me tonight. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. For both hanging out during the Spatties and this little kind of wind down stream. I really appreciate it. Thanks again. It's very cool to see everyone come out. I hope everyone enjoyed the show, despite my my little flub that happened. Remember to check out the Speedy Adventures Minithon in July. Submit a run if you're so inclined. We'd love to see you. We'd love to see you at the event as a runner or a viewer or whatever. Just be cool to see some folks there. So try to come around to that. What else is going on? Next weekend we do have a scheduled hamster game night, subscriber game night currently scheduled for June 13th. Which I don't think conflicts with anything right now, but that's also subject to change. So come hang out and play games if you're a subscriber. And yeah, that's going to be it. I'll be back on Monday for what honestly will probably be more Outer Wilds preparation stream. I've got a lot of work to do and I need to get this run ready. So I hope everyone's enjoying the Outer Wilds stuff. Because I need to do it, so I hope it's okay. All right, thanks again, everyone. Let's see, do we have anyone to raid at this point? I know it's a bit late. Oh, hey, Enemy Robot Space is playing Outer Wilds. How perfect. Let's go raid Robot Spacer. Alright, I'll catch you all on Monday. Have a good whatever it is, wherever you are. And I'll see you later.